Hello there, many thanks for joining us here for another edition of Moment Tonight. Now, tonight we're going to talk about a young Ghanaian-born computational mathematician. He is an applied scientist, engineer, physicist, and computer scientist. He is best known for cryptography and modern computing. He was born surrounded by books. His father, a great professor of mathematics, laid a legacy for him. He started his school program at a very early stage and was trained equally both under the Francophone and Anglophone disciplines, a credit to his educational versatility. He attended the Adisadel College in Cape Coast, Ghana, where he obtained his high school diploma certificate. He holds a Master's of Science degree in computer science in a related field which involves the study of programming and computer engineering. He also holds several professional information technology certifications from the computer technology industry. His scholarly activities include research in artificial intelligence, publications in professional and refereed journals, and presentations at international conferences. His areas of research range from designing algorithms to robotics planning and coordination to exploring the role of technology in education in developing communities. His professional interests include managing aerospace, computing, engineering, robotics, project management, mechatronics, automated reasoning, computational complexity, and capacity building in Africa. He is an internet governance ambassador and information security specialist known to be a resource person for the development of the national cybersecurity policy and strategy in Africa. Now, in 2009, he was appointed as the chair of the African Computer Scientists Association, also known as AXA Africa. The Inter-System Corporation, a global provider of advanced technologies for breakthrough applications, announced him as a winner of the African Computer Science Students Programming Competition at the AU Annual Global Summit 2010 General Conference at Addis Ababa in Ethiopia in April 7, 2010. Now, the annual award recognizes outstanding student programmers on the continent who develop innovative applications. Tonight, on Moment Tonight, we present to you Foster Atamensa, a computer scientist. Foster, thank you very much.
Thank you
for accepting our invitation to be here on Moment Tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, and indeed, I've never given such a long introduction to any of the programs we've been hosting here. I mean, it's for such a young man like you, and for the things that I have just been telling our viewers about you, it's amazing. And I'm tempted to ask you the question where the journey started, but I'll reserve that for now, and then begin with, you know, as parts when we're having our conversation behind the scenes, you speak more than one language.
Oh yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Okay, I speak French, and I have a fluency in French and speaking French, and also other languages like Portuguese and German and and Russian. But I speak it with on surface, you understand. But I have the fluency in French.
I don't get it. You're a Ghanaian, born in Ghana, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me about it. You were born in Ghana. How?
I was born in Ghana, and my father is a missionary. He was a missionary on mission board, Church of Pentecost. His name is Kwakwe Kwame Mensah. He died last year. And we buried him. But we are those pastors' children. You understand? So wherever he goes, we follow him. We go with him. So our educational system, all our educational system has.
Oh, so your father's missionary activities took him beyond the borders of Ghana?
Yes.
And so you stayed in countries where... which were those countries?
We've been in those Togo, Lomé.
Yeah. So that's why you picked up French?
Yes,
and
French.
then the Spanish?
After that, we also been in France. We have been in France, and France there, whenever we go, sometimes we stay with pastors. He has been in Burkina Faso. He established Church of Pentecost there. He was at Benin and other places. So you could imagine.
Yeah. And I simply it's hazy for me now. I don't know where to start from, because you also have won a Nobel Award.
Yeah.
A Nobel at your age.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you do it? What's your story?
I always wanted to develop machines, especially robotics. And my aim was to develop a mechatronics, either Android or humanoid machine robotics, or automated reason, what we call artificial intelligence today. So I've tried the first test and I failed. But the second test, I have a good friend who was quite good. He's an American. So he helped me to build it, a robot hand that could be able to, that could help, stroke patients to serve themselves coffee. So the project was taken to Johannesburg, and they took it to the Science Exploration Center. So evaluations took place, and they examined it well, and they saw that, they realized that no, the work was good. So I have to take the prize.
You took a Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Wow. And my producers were not patient, and they started playing those pictures already. But there are pictures of you winning several awards, which we will be showing our viewers later. Yeah. And you're also chairman of AXA.
AXA, yeah.
Tell me about AXA.
AXA is a bank brain, the brain bank, excuse me to say that, the brain bank of African engineers, computer scientists, technologists, professors, doctors who are lecturing computer science, But it's not well known in Ghana. We started in South Africa. That's where we started. So we want AXA to be a center of innovation, where everybody can come, especially students who are into electronics, computer science, and other field. They come along. We come to develop initiatives, in building robots for Africa, especially in the field of science. You understand? We want the best mathematicians ever in Ghana, and beyond. So we are planning that AXA very soon will be the greatest center ever for innovation.
That's right. But again, AXA is an association that's made up of a membership that includes professors, PhD holders. Yeah. And a young man like you, in Ghanaian parlance, we call it a small boy like you. What are you doing as their chairman? How did you become their chairman?
After all this Everest Award, and I have to be elected. We go through elections. So they have to see your performance. How do you do, especially your academical backgrounds. And if they see that you are high profile, especially you are good, you can handle AXA, then they give you the mantle to operate, or the platform to operate.
I'll make a very candid confession here to you, because I'm a journalist today. Basically because I couldn't understand a thing in mathematics when I was in primary school or beyond. So how did you do it? You were telling me about mechatronics and all those big words, but it all starts with mathematics. How did you do it? Tell me.
Mathematics was a very big. Mathematics was a very big question to me. I always wanted to solve problems. You understand? Yeah, that was my question, my mandate, what I want to do in life. Back in my days, my early days, my weakness, I have a weakness. My weakness is, if somebody asks me a question, I want to tell you the exact answer. You understand? So in those days, quite a number of students, do come to me, especially with their subjects. When you bring government, for instance, you bring government as a subject.
Yes.
I don't know it, but I wouldn't tell you that I don't know. I'll tell you, oh, you go and come back, and I make sure I go. I consult teachers who knows who teaches government. Then before you come back, I'm ready for you. Then I teach you. But I found it difficult to, even me myself, when I started mathematics, I was finding it difficult. But because when these guys come to me, they want me to explain it. You understand? They want me to explain it. Then I have to also take my time before I'll tell them they should go and come back. So by the time you come back, I've known the answer. So it has also compelled me or evoke an interest in me. You understand? To learn, to develop, to start, to learn. You understand? To learn, maths more than I do before.
By the way, when did you leave Ghana, and at what stage in your educational, career, if there's anything like that, did you leave Ghana?
Oh yeah, I left Ghana. I left Ghana 2009.
Just 2009.
Yeah, just 2009.
And between 2009 and today, you have achieved all that we read out to our viewers.
Oh, yeah.
That's
mathematics is also very easy to learn. But I will say that our teachers in Ghana, they are doing very, very, very well. But, it's quite, if you should ask a lot of children today, especially a lot of students who are in Ghana, you ask them, how many people love maths? I'm telling you, it's very disappointing. 98% will tell you, no, we don't want it. We don't like it. Because the teaching of maths in Ghana is questionable. It is a question. Because you are not expecting a student to learn maths and succeed, whilst you, teacher, you are just writing on board. Do you understand? They say yes. This students say yes. Do you understand? You say yes. They are not picking anything.
No, sometimes they say no, and when you say
which part
don't you understand, they say the whole show.
The whole show. You see that? Yeah. Then they have to restart everything again. No, let them go to the board. Go, take the chalk, go to the board. That's how you were trained in Francophone. That's how they train you well. You go, you solve it. If you are not able to solve it, they wouldn't disgrace you. They call another person to come and try. By so doing, the children will be impacting things, knowledge. But here in Ghana, we just copy. It takes some people, a few people, to understand it. It's a very big question.
All right. So by the way, which secondary school did you attend?
Okay, I completed the secondary school in Togo before coming down. So when I came to Ghana, I have to do English proficiency. I have to have a good standard, especially if you can hear me when speaking English. French is coming in.
That's right.
Portuguese and other languages are coming in. So the first school was Agagnale College. Yeah. So after that, I moved to a school called Harry School Complex. All
right. And we have some pictures of you from the time you were just about to leave Ghana, and immediately when you left Ghana, and then all the things that happened. And if those pictures are ready, my producers will get them playing, and then I'll be asking you what you were doing in. There was one of those pictures where you seem to be wearing some suits.
Aeronautics.
What was that?
Okay, that was a virtual training center. It wasn't space. That's where we train ourselves as scientists, especially for those who are into the aeronautics.
Okay, so we have some of those pictures here, and those pictures we credit them to NASA. So this is a virtual training center.
No, this place is Goddard.
Yeah.
Goddard Center, Research Center.
Right.
Yes, please. NASA has 17 centers and one headquarters. Yeah. That makes it 18. We have quite large number of them, of these centers.
So this virtual center, and one other thing we didn't announce was that you have some connection with NASA.
I was a researcher, a graduate research assistant.
Okay.
Fellow. We were called when I was at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. We were called to develop an automated reasoning machine called G-Rover or Grover. So, you know, Goddard Center, at NASA called all students, especially the best brain, those who are very good, you know, in developing, you know, machines and mechatronics. They call all us together. You know, they want us to, you know, develop that machine.
And you were one of those students identified,
identified
as the best among